So in terms of faults this thing's got, obviously the cam belt needs changing, which doesn't look like that hard of a job on this engine. There's lots of room there. As soon as you jack it up and take the wheel off, it should be an easy job. The auxiliary belt seems to be quite good, which is nice. The what do you call it? Most of it does look nice. Rust-wise, it's not too bad. It's had some modding done on the rear, and I'm going to fill it full of Dynax S50, which will just stop the rust dead. It won't continue on after that's gone over it. The strut turrets, you know, the strut tops, they need addressing because they're starting to corrode. It's only surface, but I'm going to take the struts out, drop the struts out, and wire brush it all out and paint it all up there. And when the paint's dry, I'm going to Dynax it all, under seal it probably rather than Dynax, just to protect it that little bit. Underside of the van itself, towards the middle area of the van, I have never seen a vehicle so clean. It's unbelievable in terms of rust. The heat shield's starting to corrode, but it's 15 years old. What do you expect? But it's still in very serviceable condition. Probably last another 15 years. This wind, do I trust going outside and showing you under the bonnet? I might have to edit the audio out here because it's going to be so loud. Let me pull the bonnet up. I'm not, like I say, I'm not going to run the engine, but you'll see what it looks like. Yeah, and it needs the EGR system cleaning out. Probably the intake manifold, just giving a bit of a clean out. But if I can get it Terra cleaned, I don't know how well that's going to work. I've never actually Terra cleaned an engine before, but that's more of a lazy thing to do. If it doesn't cost much, I might take it in and get it done. So long as it does actually clean all the EGR build-up out of the manifold, because I've seen stories where it doesn't do that. Even the seat's in pretty good condition. It's a bit rippled and damaged down here, but it's not too bad. I can get the foams redone on it. It should be alright. I do like how the handbrake's here on this as well, to make space for the extra seat. It's really clever. Stylish wheel trims. Not the prettiest looking vans in the world, but hey, function over form, that's my style. Let's see if we can get under here. The bonnet on this thing, I kid you not, this bonnet weighs an absolute ton. If I got that, I could increase, you know, and replace this for a fiberglass bonnet. I kid you not, I could increase the van's payload probably by another bloody 100 kilos. It's that heavy. Again, sorry for the wind noise. I'm trying to shelter the microphone in my hand. So we've got a bit of corrosion in and around these strut tops here, which, to be fair, is not horrific. Like I say, I'll soon be able to fix that. That's nothing bad. The other one's the same. It's got the same kind of thing. What actually pokes a wire into that, you know, for holding it. Engine mount, well, that's got to come off anyway when I do the timing belt. So when that's off, I will address all of that corrosion that's settled in there. Hopefully that's only surface. It does look like it's only surface. So I will white brush all that down, hammerite it white. It's nice paint, that is. Still some of the best paint I've used. Good old hammerite. Bit of corrosion in there, but again, I'll fix all that when I take the struts out. ECU's right there, it's nice and easy access. Like I say, the oil filter's nice and new. The oil quality inside the engine's quite clean. For saying it's a diesel engine, it's and look at that, look how clean that is for a diesel engine. That is unbelievably clean. That I mean, okay, I'm going to wreck this lovely white thing here, but let me drop that oil onto there. Look at that. That is the sign of a really, really well maintained vehicle. That is, when the oil is not tainted black, that's the sign of a very, very well maintained vehicle. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. That's how they should be. That's how the oil is in my Fiat. Nice and clean, always maintained. Religiously change it every year. New alternator, nice. Starter motor, he said, was replaced around about 4 years ago, which is nice. I'm going to change the coolant in it. I don't know what the coolant looks like. Coolant might not be that bad actually, given how clean all the oil and stuff is. It's a bit cloudy in there, and I will change that. Yeah, it's got a bit of build up in there, look, which is to be expected, I guess. God knows what the hell that is. Some gunk. It's a bit gunky in there, but I reckon that's I think that is, oh, you know what that is, don't you? Tap water. It's calcium from a tap, you know, from the tap water. That's what that is. So the garage that must have changed the water in this thing, or ever did the coolant change, just filled it up with tap water, and over time it's calcified, because we are in a very heavy water area. Hey, it does look quite nice under here. Oh, I have got the oil filler cap under there. I didn't know I had that one. Yeah, put the oil cap on this one instead now to put the oil into it, because you can't get to that one, it's too far underneath. It's nice and clean under there, look. That's what I like to see. No build up, nothing. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's pretty much why I got the thing, because it does look like it's genuinely been very well maintained. And that's what I like. Even the cylinder head looks in good condition. Look at that. Not all corroded or nasty. It's in really good condition. The EGR on this thing is right at the back of the engine. I don't know how the hell I'm going to get that out, but I'm probably going to have to undo these mounts and roll the whole engine forwards. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know if you can get to it via... No, you can't. I wondered if you could take the dashboard out and get to it that way, but I don't think you can. Yeah, I'll probably take all the scuttle off at some point and give it a good bloody cleaning out. Look at the state of the thing. Like I say, it's not in bad condition, all things considering. I think I did really well with this van at the price I got it for. New battery, which is nice, although it has been flat a few times, which is a bit of a shame because they never recover. It's a cheaper Lucas brand battery, but not much of a fan of Lucas stuff. Going to clean out the mass airflow sensor. Give that a bit of a dousing down with some brake cleaner. Try and blow all the crap out of it. Maybe that might make it run a little better. Like I say, in terms of running wise, it runs really well. There's a bit of a pipe here that's got a split in it, so I'll be addressing that. In one of the videos, there was a chap who was actually messing around down here and making the EGR actuate. So I don't know if there's a pipe down here somewhere that does that. You take the airbox out to try and get it out of the way. One thing I do want to do as well is remove the pipe and bring it up here somewhere from underneath the airbox, because it sucks air in from right in this bottom corner as low as possible, and I don't like that, because if you go through deep water, guess where that water ends up? You know, ends up in the bloody engine. Obviously water does not compress, so something's going to give way. See what the brake fluid looks like in this thing. That's nice and clear. That's very clear. Like I say, it does look like it's genuinely been looked after, this van. Yeah, not bad at all. That's what sold it me, you see that. You get the cool where your throttle cable goes. Rather than put an accelerator pedal with it all built in, they just run an accelerator cable into the engine bay and use that. It's a bit of a lazy way of doing it, I guess, but I guess when you were converting all these engines from the old XUDs to HDIs, it was a very, very easy way of doing it, I guess. So all in all, very good, very good. And like I say, look how much space I've got down there to fit a cam belt on. So much space. When this is moved out of the way, I'll have loads of space to work with. Loads and loads of space to work with. Should be able to do a cam belt change on this, no problem. And for what it's worth, I may change that belt as well. It's a Dayco belt that's on it. Not bad. Plenty of space here to mount an Eberspacher diesel heater. Cool, cool. Can't believe how new the pipework looks. Look at that there. It looks like it was fitted yesterday. That does. Great stuff. Very, very happy with it. Ah, wind. Yeah, really good stuff. Well, it did have a fault where it was draining the battery, which is the reason why the guy was selling it actually in the first place. Because he thought the battery was it had a charging fault on it. And do you know what it turned out to be? It took me 5 minutes to find it out. I just sat in the van reading the booklet. And it turned out to be there's a bloody charge relay down there for the tow boy. Probably can't see it, but it is down there. I'll zoom in on that. No, it's not going to pick it up, I don't think. But there is a charge relay down there which goes to this plug on the tow bar. And I sat in the van for ages actually, for quite some time. I was probably in here an hour just messing around yesterday. And then all of a sudden I started hearing this noise, you know, like AC electronic arcing. And I was like, the hell's in this? He's got an inverter in the back or something? Yeah, it turned out to be the bloody relays acting up on it. And the actual relay in that is actually melted away, so it's been doing it a lot. So to disable it, I pulled the fuse out, which sits in here. Thankfully it's got a constant live going to it, but they did fuse it, which was good. And, well, the fact the dashboard's lit up, because yesterday it wouldn't. When we come to it, we had to jump start it. And, yeah, it seems to be, it seems to have fixed it. So that's the charge fault fixed. I do need to figure out, get these doors and try and line them up again. Because the bottom one doesn't like to close properly. But the top one always closes. So I need to just undo the hinge a bit and then lift the door. But yeah, the door is a bit stiff as well, but I put that down to it not being used a lot. There's a few dents on there, but oh, that's nothing. I'm going to panel it out anyway. A lot of the panelling that's in this I can reuse. Look at the quality of it, it's actually really good. Especially the floor panel. I can very easily reuse the floor. Even the box for the wheel arches. I'll just take it all out and I'll jet wash it down. And yeah, it can go back in again. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, that's about it. This is probably getting on for quite a long video. But I've had a few requests for people on Facebook to upload this. So I will do. It has got a light in the back as well. And it works. Nice. I don't know if it's supposed to come on now, so probably the switch is a bit... Don't know where the blue switch is on this thing. The door pin switch. It'll be around somewhere. No doubt I'll fix it at some point. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. I hope to be doing video logs on this little van. Needs a good clean. Like I say, look at that spinny roof vent. Oh, like I say, that is what sold it me, that spinny roof vent. Now I just need to commercially it up, get the tyre pressures stickers and stick them above the wheel arch so I know what tyre pressures are and things like that. Make it look a bit more commercial. Get some, what do you call it, chevrons for the back, you know, retro-reflective chevrons on the back to make it look like a highway maintenance van. Yeah. Beautiful. Very good buy, I think, that. For saying all the other ones that I was looking at was well over the £800 mark, and it had almost double the mileage. There are almost 200,000 mile vans. So yes, very well bought this. Oh, that's got a light. I wonder if it's got an alarm built onto it, but the thing doesn't work. I'll have to look into that. Apparently it's all behind the glove box, all of the central locking unit. So we'll see what I can do. My plan is to put an alarm on this anyway. Either a Toad alarm or a Hawk. Well, or maybe the Clifford alarm, maybe, I'm not sure. But I'm more leaning towards the Toad alarms because that's what I've got on the Fiat there and the one in the garage. AI606 Toad alarm. Quite a nice alarm. Sadly doesn't support code rolling though. So if you capture the key, you'll be able to unlock the car. So that's a bit naff, but I'm pretty sure the old ones anyway, which is what that one's got on it. Even though I only use it for central locking, really, the alarm itself isn't connected to anything. So all of the door pins and stuff don't do anything. But I only use it to unlock the one door, which is the driver's door. I still have to manually unlock the passenger door. But this has already got the central locking in it, so which is nice. So I'm pretty sure I can tap into that, and yeah, with another alarm system, and happy days. And look, they've even given me a little bracket here to put my LCD screen, because I'm going to put a couple of cameras in this thing as well. Oh, look at the mirror going crazy with the wind blowing by it. It's even got an auto dimming light as well. The light automatically dims. All the cool little features they put in these things, even though it's a van. Right, that's enough talking, isn't it? That's, oh wow, 36 minutes. I'm going to have to do some editing on this. Thanks for watching, guys and girls, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.